Resist this natural cycle? Well, of course, it's because we're attached. We're attached to this body, we're attached to this personality. We think this is who we are, and of course, we've said many times now by this point in our discussions that this is the nature of ego. And what is ego? Once again, and we're probably throughout the Gita, we're going to say this many times, the ego is the soul identified with the body, and it's that we hang on to it, and that's the mystery. Why do we hang on to it? Well, it's familiar. You've probably heard that image of how the bird is locked in a cage for years and years. It's locked in the cage, and finally the cage is opened so the bird could fly out and have the opportunity to go out and be free, but it doesn't. It's afraid. It's been in that cage so long that it resists. Many people shrink back from the prospect of freedom. It's natural. And you'll find this too in your meditation sometimes. There'll be some times when the breath itself wants to stop. Have you ever noticed when you're breathing, if you're practicing techniques, those of you who know techniques of watching the breath, sometimes the breath will become very slow, and all of a sudden the breath will stop for momentary. You'll exhale and it won't come back. And you'll notice it. And all of a sudden you'll go, and you'll take a breath like that. Because you notice the breath, I'm not breathing. And then you take that breath in. And it's a representation, which the breath is, of ego. The ego notices and immediately it inhales. But in time, even that can be overcome. Well, it's the same with us. We hang on to the ego. We speak about wanting to be expansive, but there's also, if we look very honestly within ourselves, we enjoy being little.